we're going to go straight into the weekly recap. So we're going to go look at what we had this week. But yeah, sorry, I went a little crazy, guys. We already started with Denver. We already know that game. We already talked about Atlanta. But you know what we didn't talk about is Atlanta went into fucking overtime.
Atlanta did look really good, honestly. They were balling out against the Colts, which arguably are the best team in the country right now.
30 followers. If you guys know anybody that's watching, I know you can't subscribe. I know you can't do any of that, but just say hi, drop a follow, just type in the chat. That's all you can do is just say hello.
Ooh, thanks for the follow. Oh, that's late. Never mind. We're good.
But we saw that. But Atlanta, they went to overtime. I mean, they went into overtime against the Daniel Jones and Jonathan Taylor-led Colts. So
Penix played good too, by the way. Penix, I mean, he wasn't completing as many passes as I'm sure he hoped. He was 12 for 28, 177 yards, averaging 6.3 though with a touchdown. But the key factor for a young quarterback like Penix is no interceptions.
No interceptions.
Just don't throw interceptions. You know?
And you know what? You can't really ask a whole lot more of the offense when you do that. When you put up 25 points, I will be honest. They missed the threshold of a great man that once said, if you hit 28 points, you should never lose a game.
Score a touchdown a quarter, and
score a touchdown a game, you shouldn't lose a game. But yeah, you're right. Atlanta is the biggest roller coaster ride of all time. But you know what? The Colts are just a hard team to beat.
They're a hard team to beat, and you know what? They came up short. But if you're an
short.
Atlanta Falcons fan, you got to walk away from that game with some pride. Because they were playing in Berlin. You got to remember, they're all the way in Berlin. They had to fly overseas to play one of the best teams in the league. So you got to give them the credit. If I'm an Atlanta Falcons fan, which I'm not, you got to keep your head up. Keep your head up.
You know, and they did really good in the not this season, but last season's free agency pickup. They picked up so many good players that actually want to stay and just they have a pedigree or a championship pedigree over there. So if they just keep working it, they've got Bijan Robinson, and they've got Tyler Algier, who also is another one of those running backs.
They got talent everywhere. Let's be real here. They got
Darnell Mooney, by the way, who Darnell Mooney is, I think, on his fourth week of 100 yards straight. He's playing a great game. I mean, that's great. 100 yards a game out of your wide receiver one. You can't really ask for a whole lot more.
Yeah. If you're a Falcons fan, forget about 2018.
2018 was just a rough year.
Wipe that out of your imagination.
It was just a rough year.
Do a little Men in Black flash thing. Come on.
Get
out of that. Get that out of your mind.
Here's another crazy stat, though, going on to the next game of the week. The New York Giants have lost 4 games straight in the fourth quarter.
They're struggling. They go up by 2 scores a lot of the time. And then they lose the game still.
They still do have Mooney, though. Mooney is good. And you're right. I did mean London. Thank you.
Yeah, but, the Bears, the Giants, they are struggling. We'll get onto it later more in depth, but they did fire the head coach. And
I can't believe they fired Brian
I can't
Dable.
Either, but...
How do you fire the Rick... fucking Jesus Christ. Brian Dable being fired is nuts.
I can see it only because they keep going up by 2 scores and losing the game. But at the same time, why wouldn't you talk to your defense coordinator at that point? Is it on the head coach at that point? If you're going up 2 scores every game and you're still losing, yes, the head coach has a lot of factor in it. Maybe they fired him because he wasn't pushing the defensive coordinator. But something's got to change in New York when it comes to the coach. But they've also been riddled with injuries, and that's why I don't agree with the firing of the head coach.
I'll be honest, it was the Broncos game which put his head on a spike. If you guys were paying attention to football anywhere else, his head was on a spike after he came back after being up 30 points. To the Broncos.
One of these comments saying it's also probably with him rushing Dart and Scattaboo out of the blue tent because he has been caught doing that. He's trying to rush them out, which as a head coach, I agree. I know you don't want your players to get hurt and play, but you do got to follow the protocol.
You do.
The NFL is strict on that, and if like your comment just said, if you are rushing your players out of that blue tent, the NFL is not going to like that. The ownership's not going to like that. So it could have led to him also being fired for that reason. I like that comment. Thank you.
Yeah, no, that was a great comment. Thank you, Matt, for saying that.
Yeah, Matt, 100% right.
I agree, and you can't rush injuries.
Ben, you don't like the Chiefs. Shut up.
From people that have been playing sports, you can't rush an injury. If you tear something, if you hurt something, especially a concussion, which the NFL still does not really care about, it's a 1 week getaway. Honestly, you can get a concussion and get a 1 week getaway, but genuinely, let's be honest. Tua Tagovailoa should have fucking been...
he should have been benched for the rest of this season.
He should have been benched for 5 weeks. Genuinely, concussions are insane, and I'm a heavy I'm a heavy combatant for when it comes to football. You know you need to go out there and you know your body's on the line. But the brain injury is the only thing that needs to be just yeah, he should have been medically retired. When it comes to brain injuries, NFL should step in and medically retire people. But at the same time, I'm a heavy guy. You know your risk you're taking when you step that field.
Exactly.
So, you know, I just you got to pay attention to that. Anyway, let's head on to the next week. Buffalo versus Miami. We talked about that already a fairly heavy amount. It was basically just the fact they can't run the ball. Yeah, they gave up running the ball, and their best player is Jonathan Taylor, or not Jonathan Taylor, Jesus Christ. James Cook. Yeah, James Cook. And if you can get the RPO going, you're good. Yeah.
And the H-Hand show.
And the H-Hand show.
Miami
running
did ball
for
out.
what was it? 44-yard touchdown and a fucking 64.
All I can tell you is he fucking balled out. He did
balled
a great
out.
job.
And I know that if you guys had him in fantasy, he saved your week. Honestly, he saved your week.
A running back
174-yard rushing. Yes. That's just more than you could ever ask for.
He was averaging 7.9 yards.
7.9 yards a carry is genuinely insane. That means hand him the ball, and that means every play, every 2 plays, you're getting a first down and a half. So just doing that is insane. That's why we already talked on that. We're gonna go script into it. I think this is almost. There's the game of the week, and it's 2 games away. But we're going to talk about Baltimore and Minneapolis, which was also kind of a game of the week in itself. Baltimore had the game on the ropes the whole time. They just owned it. And you know what happens right after Baltimore?
Oh, against the Vikings?
Yeah, the Vikings. Vikings come back, man. Vikings showed a 4th quarter poise.
Oh, they definitely were going to try to come back and win that game. They just dug themselves too deep of a hole.
Yeah.
But, you know, I do like the effort. At least you're trying to fight back. And if this season of football is taught you anything...
We try to give goat picks, by the way.
If you've learned anything from this season, and that is to keep fighting. How many big games have we seen this week?
What did I say earlier? Yeah. How many was it? Fucking 10?
4?
10? No, was it 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 40? 5 games decided in the last second. That means 1 second on the clock.
Yes, that means
game over.
Don't ever give up. I mean, you could be down by 3 touchdowns in the NFL this year with 6 minutes left in the 4th, and you still have a shot. You got to just stay poised. You just got to do your job.
Never back down, never what? Never back down, never what? Oh, I'm sorry. But yeah.
Lamar did ball out.
Lamar balled out, and I actually, oh man, if you guys can see our picks, you got me up here who's the better. And then
I'm 500.
Way up here, who's 500.
Yeah,
we're staying in it. You got to give it to him.
I keep picking these big upsets that never happen. So
never back down, never what?
Start sticking to the normal.
But yeah, no, Minneapolis, JJ McCarthy, they got something, I guess.
Yes.
I fucking hate those goddamn fucking people that come out of Michigan, fucking Wolverines. I hate them.
You don't like the Michigan Wolverines?
I fucking hate the Wolves.
You hate the Wolves?
I hate them. I hate the Wolverines, man.
Little fun fact, that's the biggest stadium in North America. Just saying.
Is it?
It is.
I didn't know that. It's a good.
Has the
that's
most
a good fun
seating
fact.
capacity out of any stadium in North America.
Where's my Rose Bowl at? Anyway, we're gonna go on to the next one. New York Jets versus Cleveland Browns. I actually chose the Browns to win this, and they just have no identity. They have no identity. The Wolverines. I have no identity, man. I mean, just genuinely, the Cleveland Browns just can't figure it out. Dylan Gabriel had 167 yards passing. Breece Hall had 83 yards rushing, and Jerry Jeudy had 78 yards catching.
I believe I also had the Browns to win that game. I really thought they were going to beat the Jets. The Jets are really struggling this year, but, you know, the Jets put it to them. So.
Gabriel is ass. I don't know. I mean, I just don't think that they can draft a quarterback. Maybe you put Shadur out there. Maybe you do, but I just don't think Shadur has it. The Wolverines is a college team, by the way. Sorry, it's Michigan Wolverines. It's college.
College football, yeah. But honestly, I think at least split the reps between your two. You have 2 rookies on your team. 2 rookies. And honestly, split the reps. Your season isn't looking all that great. Maybe split the reps. Let's see what Sanders can do.
I mean, yeah. I mean, Shadur Sanders, he played really well during preseason. Dylan Gabriel had a better team in college.
He did.
Played for the Oregon Ducks. That's all pretty much. I mean, you play for the Oregon Ducks, you got a good chance of making the NFL. Let's just be honest.
Yeah, if you're playing for a top 20, if you're top 25 school as a quarterback.
Top 5. Every
year.
Yes.
You got a good shot.
You've got a good shot. So, I mean, that's why he's there. I don't really know what to go on in Cleveland.
Oh, my God. Can we talk about Justin Fields? Only 6 for 11. He threw the ball 11 times. Only for 54 yards. A touchdown interception. But that's insane.
Justin Fields, they don't want him there. They don't want him anymore.
Doesn't seem like they're utilizing him.
What's his name that the fucking Jets drafted 2 years ago? The white dude. Zach Wilson.
Yeah,
Zach Wilson is Zach
is
Wilson's done. I
Where
think
the fuck
he's
is
a
he?
backup somewhere, and he's just done.
We used to talk about. I feel like he was a talking point last year.
Yeah, he was a talking point last
You haven't
year.
heard
All I
nothing
knew
about
that
it.
he was doing last year was fucking people's moms.
I was gonna say, yeah, you're right, Matt. He's a backup in Denver now, behind Bo Nix.
Bonix. Hey, he can win a
Bonix.
Super Bowl before the Jets win a Super
Oh,
Bowl.
100%. He'll get a ring.
That's
before the
so
Jets.
crazy. Yeah, no, there's a lot of pressure from the defensive line, though, in Cleveland. Cleveland does have a good line. But, yeah, no, I mean...
Oh, thank you for tuning in, Johnny. Have a great birthday, by the way. Happy late birthday, but, thank
Mike
you.
White,
thank you
yeah,
for
where
watching.
did Mike White go? The fucking Jet historian, the guy who won 6 straight... Or was it 3 or 6? That's a
I don't
big
think it was
difference.
6. I think it might have been
But
3.
I mean, Mike White, he did really good, but he's gone now. Happy birthday. Peace out. I know you're already probably gone, but thank you for making it in. But yeah, the Jets are just terrible, but they somehow find a win, and the only reason they win is just because of 2 defense or
Oh, they had 2 special teams.
special
touchdowns.
teams touchdowns.
Kick return touchdown, and then no, I think it was kick
It's
return touchdown,
a kick
and then
return and a
immediately
punt. Immediately, they had 4 yards on offense before they scored a single touchdown.
Jets don't win that game without special
Jets.
teams.
Raiders out. No, you could probably stay, Johnny. Just bring us to the bar and put us on the big screen.
Yeah, start fucking sending our links to everybody at the bar.
LMAO.
Raiders out.
Anyway, the game of the
All right,
week, in
Caesars.
my opinion, it was New England versus Tampa Bay.
It was.
New
Yeah.
England versus Tampa Bay
That was the
great.
best game of the week, arguably.
Arguably crazy. Travion Henderson has his breakout. So if you're a Travion Henderson fantasy football drafter, you're feeling so good because I know in my league he went off for 48 points.
With a 69 long. That's his longest run of this week was a 69-yard run.
Hold on,
Which is nice.
You want to hear the stat that Matt just read off? Back-to-back times touching the ball, they scored a touchdown. A defensive player didn't touch the ball when they went 3 and out. Kind of crazy.
It is crazy. It's truly crazy.
It is truly insanity. It's insanity that they have won the game. I can't believe the Jets won.
And honestly,
record
so
up.
me and you both had Drake May in our MVP race. We also both did have Baker Mayfield in the MVP race. Who do you think personally played a better football game?
I'll be honest. Tampa Bay's defense just slid the bucket, and I've actually got a play for you. You know what, guys? I'm going to pull up the play for you. Give me just 2 seconds. We're going to pull the play up.
While you're pulling up the play, I'm just going to read you guys off Baker Mayfield's stats. Baker Mayfield was 28 for 43, 273 yards. He was averaging 6.3 yards per play, 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. And that's...
fixed our camera over here at the talking booth, so give
You're
me
all
just
good.
1 second.
Give him a second. You guys can still just listen to me.
I fucked up the talking booth
Okay,
camera.
so Baker Mayfield in comparison to Drake May. Drake May was 16 for 31, so he did not throw as many passes. Baker Mayfield threw 43. Drake May threw 31. Drake May had 270 yards. He was averaging 8.7, so he was averaging higher than Baker. 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Baker Mayfield did get sacked twice. Drake May got sacked once. So, they weren't getting crazy pressure on the quarterback in the sense of sacks. They were probably still getting some knockdowns, some rushes for sure. But, overall, I have to argue that I'd still put Baker Mayfield above Drake May.
Wow.
Drake May is still young. I still pull for Baker Mayfield. I'm kind of just a little slight bit of a Baker Mayfield.
Stop. Defensive lineman in his.
Here's what happens. You see who this is right here? This is a defensive lineman, by the way. And I want you to count.
I love it.
I want you to count how many people he took out. You ready?
Can they even hear us?
They should be able to hear us. Tristan's mic. Sorry, I didn't fix a lot of the stuff this week. You just have my mic here. We'll work on it. We'll get it fixed next week.
Fullback.
They have not used that for play action yet. Each time he's in, they've ran it every time, and they do it again.
They toss it.
I didn't love it, but I
Henderson
love
got
it.
away.
Love it.
He's got a chance to show off that speed. Henderson breaks a second one for a touchdown.
Oh my gosh. He looked over at the coaching staff to say, should I go in and score?
Yeah, we're good.
All right, we're back.
We're back.
But I would still arguably put Baker Mayfield in the higher MVP slot over Drake May. I do love Drake May. I think Drake May
Otten has a 7th catch.
Super Bowl contender in the league.
Yeah.
I don't know if
Sideline.
this year. it's looking pretty good for them this year. But he definitely will. I think he will take a team to the Super Bowl. Don't know if it will be the Patriots, but we will. Time will tell.
Absolutely, time will tell. I'll be honest too. I mean, when it comes to Baker Mayfield, I really like him. I just like the way he plays. He reminds me of me. I was smaller. I was undersized, and man, I just showed up with poise. You just go in there and you just fucking make noise.
You play with grit, play with some intensity, and that's what we do like to see from Baker Mayfield. He plays with the intensity.
You show up there, you make some noise, and brother, we're gonna have a problem. Anyway, we're gonna go on to the next team immediately. Saints and Panthers. How did that happen?
Panthers are one of those teams right now that are also struggling with their identity. I mean, how can you go from beating the Packers at Lambeau Field to then going home against one of the worst teams in the league?
The Packers don't have a fucking identity either.
They don't either. A lot of teams this year are seemingly kind of without an identity. But just to kind of simplify it, the Saints, they just outplayed us. The quarterback played better. He was 19 for 27, 282 yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. He was averaging 10.4 yards a throw.
It does say more about the Packers.
You can't let that happen. In comparison to Bryce Young, 17 for 25, 124 yards, 0 touchdowns, 1 interception, only averaging 5 yards a pass.
And we're going to talk more about that here in a little bit, Matt. I have some stats on the Green Bay Packers, but we're going to talk about that here in a little bit. We still have to.
We'll kind of
let's
bust through this a little bit quicker. But yes, the Panthers and just a quick overall description of this game. Panthers looked like shit. Saints didn't. That's really how it goes.
Absolutely.
That's just kind of how it plays out in that game.
Guys, I know that our talking booth isn't that good, but we're going to go on to Jacksonville, Houston. And you know what changed the game? I already have it in our talking booth, what happened and why it changed the game. Oh, my God. It's right here. Give me 2 seconds. You ready? We're in the talking booth, all right? And I know you guys can probably – is it Cole's mic? Cole, get up in your mic.
Hello.
All right, it's Cole's mic, so we're going to get real close over here. You guys, let's see what happens. This is how the Texans lose a game.
Season.
Or something, 17.
They're up enough to where
Everybody protecting the perimeter out
What happens?
here. Lawrence. He's sacked, and it's over. Will Anderson Jr. gets there. The ball pops in the air, and Rankin.
Or you win by 6. You don't even need to kick the field goal. Sorry. We're back to the talking booth. Or the Thunderdome.
Back to our regular.
Yeah, they didn't. I mean, the Saints traded Shaheed. They didn't need him. You're right. But, I mean, this is just more or less what I'm talking about. Jacksonville killed themselves.
They beat themselves.
They beat themselves. They were up. They had a special teams touchdown, a defensive touchdown. I think it was 2 picks?
At halftime, they were up 20-10.
At 20-10 at half.
They
you
gave
only
up
scored
20
9 points.
The Jaguars gave up 26 points in the fourth quarter.
Fucking crazy.
You're giving up over 3 touchdowns in 1 quarter. That's ugly football. You deserve to lose the game. And I picked Jacksonville to win that game because they really should have, but they just kind of dropped the ball right there.
Arizona versus Seattle. What happened there was a defensive showdown. Yeah, I mean, they scored 28 points in the first quarter.
Oh yeah, Lord, it was
28 points in the first quarter. And you know what though? I'll give it to Jacoby Brissett. He started showing out. Jacoby Brissett is not a bad player, and you know what? I think he does deserve that spot.
I think he does, honestly. Kyler Murray seems to get hurt every year right when the new Call of Duty drops. So
Kyler Murray still does have 1 year left on his baseball contract. I think he should take it.
Get out of the NFL, go to the MLB.
Get out of the NFL, go to the MLB. But sorry for saying that.
I do like seeing the Cardinals, though, kind of, you're down 21 at the end of the first without a touchdown, so it's 21-0. They didn't give up. They still let up 17 more points in the second, but third and fourth quarter, they gave up 6 points. They showed effort in the last half, which still accounts for something. Yes, was it late? Yes. But, you can ride that momentum into your next week. So, it's good to finish strong even if you do start slow.
Absolutely. And going to the next game, San Francisco versus the Los Angeles Rams. I hate the fucking Niners. I hate them. I hate them more than I hate anything. But I'll be honest. Kyler Murray would make a bigger impact on the White Sox than the Cardinals. And I agree, bro. All you got to do is hit a fucking baseball, and he was good at it in college. I don't know what his practice is like. He may have fallen off. He may have to go spend some time in the minors. But
that's fine.
I feel like he just needs to get out of the league. He's done. He keeps hurting himself. The artificial turf over there in Arizona is killing him.
And honestly, he might make more money in the MLB than the pros.
He might. Wasn't he a pitcher? I can't remember what he was like.
I think he was a pitcher. If he's a quarterback in the NFL, he's more than likely a pitcher in the MLB.
Yeah, he was good, though, and I think he needs to go back. But, yeah, no, I hate the Niners more than anything, and you know what I hate? Is that they can stay in games, man. Why? Get out, bro. They literally stayed in a game until it was 21-28. Luckily, the Rams take a win, and I like Matt Stafford, and it makes me happy. I wanted the Rams to win that year the Super Bowl happened until they got what's his name? Fucking Odell. I hate Odell. I didn't want Odell.
It's all right
to win.
though. He tore his Achilles first play of that game.
He still got the ring.
He did get the ring though.
So it pissed me off.
But yeah, Rams earned that win. I had them favored to beat the Niners anyway. But they did pull that off. On to the next one. Unless do you have anything?
No, I got nothing to say other than
so
why did fucking what's his name not score a touchdown? McCaffrey.
Oh, McCaffrey.
KMS.
Yeah,
Detroit versus Washington. Like I said, we already touched on that earlier. Detroit was allowing 3 yards to carry or 3 yards per attempt. They weren't allowing you to get a first.
Yeah,
that's all it was. You couldn't get a first.
Won the game.
Pittsburgh versus LAC. Let's just go ahead and talk about how Pittsburgh shot themselves in the foot.
Their offense looked pitiful. It was so bad.
And who did they got as their Herbert? Oh, I mean, who do they have as their quarterback? Herbert. Chargers have Herbert, man.
Don't count him out ever. Herbert's looking good.
Herbert is fucking phenomenal, dude. Yeah, no, you're not wrong. Yeah, I don't know. I can't stand the Pittsburgh Steelers. I have hated them always. Mike Tomlin, he's just on pace for a 9-8 record. He's just gonna keep it going. Which good for him, I guess. But what does that really show? What does that really show?
It shows that you're mid.
What is that? Yeah, I mean, Jesus
every
Christ.
year you're mid. You can get to that medium spot every year.
And we have my game of the night. I've got some talking points on Monday Night Football. Let's get to it real quick. Monday Night Football. Give me 1 second. I've got it here.
Unironically, Monday Night Football final score was 10-7, just like Thursday Night Football, 10-7.
Yeah, but it was a defensive showdown.
Game. It wasn't as sloppy. It was just good defense.
It was a defensive showdown, and people hate that, honestly.
I kind of love it.
Especially fantasy football owners. Fantasy football owners hate a defensive showdown, I'll be honest. But, I mean, I love it. When you can't get 5 yards per attempt on average, that means passing the ball, running the ball, whatever you're doing, you can't get 5 yards.
Yeah,
brother. Rough. Jordan Love is in man coverage. He can't handle anything. Jordan Love in man coverage is not the guy you want anything to do with. I mean, he can't throw the ball. He can't run the ball. He can't figure it out. He can't read it.
He just can't figure it out.
Christian Watson was open 3 times. There's a clip. I don't have it pulled up. But there is a clip.
Just butt naked, wide open?
No. There's a Christian Watson's butt naked, wide open, and what's his name talks about it. The broadcaster. I can't think of his name right now. Troy Aikman. He talks about it and how he's wide open, and he says that he read it himself. But if you go to the film, you see the head coach on the sideline. He's not even watching defense play. He's watching the film of how the offense missed the plays because the offense has zero identity. You are fucking right, Matt. They have fucking no identity at all. Charlie, thanks for hopping in, giving me a little squiggle. But you're right. I mean, those motherfuckers have no identity. They lost Tucker Kraft, and there's no mac in that cheese anymore, dude. There is no Kraft mac and cheese out there. They got Walmart brand mac and cheese, and that's what it is. I mean,
they got Walmart brand.
They got Walmart brand mac and cheese. That cheese isn't real. That's not good. And they have no identity. They have no identity. You're fucking great value playing out there. And I mean, they could have won if they had Tucker Kraft. The Eagles lose that game all day long.
I 100% agree.
Both teams also failed to convert from 50% from the red zone. So they failed so many fourth attempts. They didn't even score.
Yes, Matt, you're right. Jordan Love did forget everything Rodgers taught him. Given Rodgers forgot everything that he remembered, he forgot.
Rodgers don't even know what he's doing. After that last week was rough as fuck.
He did not look good.
Eagles 1 turnover and the Packers had 2 turnovers. The second one cost them the game.
Yeah.
So that's a rough one. You don't ever want to lose with the turnover. And Josh Jacobs typically is a guy who doesn't turn over the ball. I think he's only got 5 turnovers since he's been in.
I miss him on the Raiders, but we do got Genty now.
Yeah, so I mean, there's that. But there was 10 total punts and 0 points at half. That's a defensive showdown. But yet again, The fucking Packers have no identity. None. They have no
They just
identity.
really
They don't
don't.
even know.
They really kind of don't. They just
They have no idea what they're doing over there.
They seemingly are kind of just hovering through the year.
They are, and that's why I think that they, like I said earlier, I think episode 1, the forecast for them is a championship, NFC championship.
Yeah, 100%.
And they're not even gonna make it. I don't think they fucking win a wild card.
That's insane. But yeah, you're really not wrong.
And you know what though? The Eagles' defense is fucking mid at best. The Eagles got shit on by the Cowboys, and the Cowboys fucking got shit on by the Cardinals, and the Cardinals got shit on by Seattle, which Seattle is nuts. But the Eagles' defense is mid at best, man. You can't expect the Eagles to be a championship caliber team.